All right. I'm gonna do a chapter review for Black Clover, chapter 351, titled "With the Shogun and the Land of Sun." So we start off with the five-headed dragon attacking Asa. Asa dodged the attacks. He sees a one-headed dragon, goes straight to it, cuts the head off with the Zeton, then goes to the next one, the one that's kind of like a hammerhead shark. Charges right up to it from the neck straight up to the head and splits it in half with another Zetan slash. But he didn't realize that the dragon that he just cut or sliced the head off instantly regenerates, and then the other one is regenerating. And then I also kind of have a dilemma now, saying that anti magic makes it easy to cut them, but they grow right back. And now he's wondering what he should do about this. Um, this is kind of interesting. How the dragon can regenerate that fast after getting attacked with a anti magic technique, especially with the Zeton. Like from what I am understanding, Zeton. I'm assuming Zeton just whatchamacall, just like takes out all the magic when it makes contact with the enemy, or the point where or the exact point where it's slashing too. So I guess either the dragon just has a lot of magic that even with Zeton, it still has a chance to activate its magic to regenerate, or maybe it's something else. But either way, I kind of like this because it's kind of a bummer every time Asa attacks an enemy, and his main bread and butter, anti magic, just it's just a one hit counter. I kind of like this because now Asa gotta kind of have to think exactly how he's gonna beat this dragon. And I hope the whatchamacall, I hope the Ryusen 7 actually comes by and help Asa. That'd be cool. But after that, we go back to the fight between Heath and Yosuga. Heath using one of his ice spells on Yusuga, but Yusuga comes out unscathed, walking towards Heath, saying, "Is that all you got? You're all flash and no bang." Then Heath tried to straighten his resolve, saying, "For the sake of the correct world, Master Lucius was correct. I must not lose." We have Yusuga saying correct, and then starts to laugh it off, saying, "Well, sure, from your standpoint, of course you people think you're right. Your general ain't my problem, though. I'm gonna cut you down for the sake of my general." And then we get a flashback between Yasuga and Ryu, which I think it was a really cool whatchamacall, flashback of their little rivalry and their dynamic characters. And so it starts off with a cool panel of Yasuga and Ryu kind of fighting off against each other. And in their respective backgrounds, one has a dragon and the other one has a tiger. And we see in a flashback, it was explaining that Yasuga was the next in line to rule the Koshu domain, and that he was the strongest around when he was a kid, and that no one could really level up to him, only except for Ryu, who was the Lord of Goshu, the I guess the neighboring domain that was next to the Koshu. And every now and then they will cross blades with friendly masters to see who will be fit to become the best shogun. And then for they both become 17, a plague has struck both of their domains, Koshu and Goshu, and that caused people with weak Yoriyoko to die. So yeah, that was kind of like an epidemic, kind of like what we had some time ago. I mean, we still got it, but it's kind of like how it impacted us when it first started to get big. But we see the the like I guess you could say like the political side, or more like the I guess you could say the I guess the government. I'm not sure what to really call them, but the people that kind of govern their respective domains, saying if this goes on, both the domains will be destroyed. The only possible cure is a soul's quickening grass, but people say that it's been extinct, and since it's just a myth to them, they will probably never find it. But then someone says that the power that lies dormant in this land of Tengetsu is an eye that can see through anything, which may help to find the grass. And so the only possible candidates who can acquire the Tengetsu is Ryu or Yosuga, for they have enough Yoryoku to acquire the eye power. However, it comes with a grave cost, and that is to lose all their Yoryoku. So if they was both presented this I guess this can you call it request? Yeah, I guess this request or this whatchamacall kind of request, I guess opportunity to save their land. And we see that Yosuga and Ryu has had two different reaction to it. So we see Yosuga, him kind of having immediate second thoughts about gaining the power, saying that an eye that can see through everything is great, but seeing is all you can do. Without Yoryoku, there's no point. And then Yosuga kind of talks to himself, saying that he was his strongest. Because he was the strongest, he was scared of losing his Yoryoku, for that was the only thing. That was basically the main thing that made him strong. And then he even goes deeper in saying that if it means losing that in a bid for something I might not even find, it would be better if those with weak Yoryoku just died. So that's kind of his standing of how he feels about about his about making that sacrifice. And then we see Ryu instantly accepting the offer, saying if that all I had to do, then take my Yoryoku. Then Yasuga in his head, thinking if Ryu's, if he's an idiot, foolish for taking a request like that, and him claiming that he won't be the Shogun, by doing something this wild. But after Ryu acquired the Tengetsu, he found the soul quickening grass, saved the people of both the domains, and because he lost all his Yoryoku, he kind of had to give up, being the rival to Yosuga. So Yosuga was a bit bitter of that, but because of Ryu charisma and all the changes that he did, even while he didn't have excuse me, even while he didn't have any magic, he kept helping other people in the land of the sun. I had to go do something. I forgot where I left off. I guess with Ryu helping people from across the whole land of the sun and whatnot, even without even after losing his Yoryoku, but he says he picked up more and more people who loved and admired him. And the next thing we knew, he had a whole horde of followers. And then after some time, it was then scheduled to make the next whatchamacall. It was the date to make the next Shogun. And so then with all the officials deciding, they said that they was acknowledging Lord Ryu's popularity and achievements are good. However, because he has no Yoryoku, that makes it a least liked candidate compared to Yosuga, because they said Lord Mushogate's Yoryoku is the strongest. He may be the best choice, but then he whatchamacall excuse me. He then interrupts, saying that Ryu is a shogun and that he'll become the seventh member of the Ryuzen. And that's how Ryu had acknowledged not Ryu. He said that's how Yosuga acknowledged Ryu, even though he lost his Yoryoku. And I like that flashback a lot, because it kind of showed that Ryu kind of had it all before the Tengetsu. He had Yoryoku, he had a rival, he had a goal. I mean, he still did even after accepting the Tengetsu. But when that time came to to have him, have the torch to save, his people across the whole land. He didn't hesitate for a second. He accepted power, knowing what it would cost him, and I kind of like that a lot. That kind of goes to show the different ideologies between Ryu and Yasuga. Because Yasuga only thinks that whatchamacallit, whatchamacallit, Yasuga, from what I see, he only thinks that um literal physical power like magic is the only way to be the strongest. But for Ryu, true power coming from making friends with people, gaining allies, and helping everyone that you can, even without magic. And I kind of found that really cool. And this maybe just me, but I kind of feel like kind of foreshadows, and maybe foreshadow what might happen with Asa. I don't know. Maybe there might come a time to where he'll have to separate with Leap, and so then Asa won't have any other power. Like he might lose his anti magic and whatnot. But we had to wait and see till the end of the manga. But yeah, I really like that backstory a lot. So continue where we left off with Heath attacking Yasuga. Heath is struggling, saying, "How can this be? An attack like that, and he didn't fall." And he finally sees his Yasuga's magic, it being Iron Yojutsu, the Iron God of War. I kind of like it because Tabata, like when Tabata does transformation, he really does not miss. And we see from Yasuga transform, there's actually is some differences between his his normal form. Like his forearm kind of gained these gauntlets. He got like these little pads on his shoulder, and his forehead kind of like erects this like metal. I get it is metal, but this like little ornament piece on his forehead, kind of like a samurai helmet, and like that's really cool. Like it's a basic magic ability or magic affinity, but like it's the way how Tabata designed it. Like it looks really cool. Like I'm pretty sure Yasuga can use this iron magic for something else. Like maybe he can, use like iron blades or whatnot, or make even more heavy iron armor, which would be pretty cool to see. But yeah, Yasuga just blitzed right through Heath and cuts him down with a Zetsun slash, basically cutting him in half from the shoulder down. And then Yasuga saying, "Too bad, I'm the strongest." And then we go back to the other Ryusen 7, the ones that have fallen mid battle, saying, but Ryu, we can't abandon this fight. And we see Ryu at the top of the castle supporting them with the other Ryusen member, the one with the with the music instrument. And Ryu is rallying up his people, saying, even if nobody knows, I watched you all this time. I seen y'all fight. Your feelings. There's just no way it's okay for y'all to fall here. Band together and take the 5-headed dragon down." And then they all reply saying, "Yes, sir." And then we see Yasuga saying, "Okay, that's that idiot Asa bound for the same height as Ryu. Let's make a man out of him." I really like this chapter. I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10. It's a really cool chapter. Just a little side note: we see in the Ryusen 7, the one with the mask, a piece of his mask is broken. Me personally, I always like his character just because of the mask, but it's cool to see a little bit of what he looks like underneath the mask, and he doesn't seem that old. I don't know, like from his face, it seems like he may have scars. I think it might be just a damage he taken from that fight with the paladins, or he may have a scar. But I can't say for sure. He is a ninja. Ninjas do wear masks sometimes, so maybe he's just wearing the match just to wear it, or maybe he has it. I has his scars. But that was just a side tangent. But yeah, I like this chapter a lot. I can't wait to see how they're gonna overcome this 5-headed dragon before it causes even more destruction. I hope we get to see the Ryusen 7, go a second round with the dragon with Asa. That would be cool. I kind of like how the Ryusen 7 are being treated better than the Spirit Guardians. The Spirit Guardians was a big letdown, but that was long ago, so I can't do it in the past. But yeah, like I said, I like how the Ryusen 7 being treated. I hope they still become relevant after this fight. Hopefully some of them come with Asa to the Clover Kingdom. But yeah, that's pretty much it.